Call Elohim La Lahaina Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Hamashiach Wa Malaki Bashim Harawat Wakakorash Barakatham Tawara Bababa Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and say you shalom. Today we're gonna get into a video whereas my man Farron Cousins, he's going into how everything that Donald Trump touches pretty much turns to garbage. And it's supposed to be that way because Esau was created to fail. I know a lot of y'all find that hard to believe, but yes, he was created to fail, because if he wasn't, why is this scripture written? Let's go to Obadiah. The very last scripture. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 21, and Savior shall come up to Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's, not Esau. That means that Esau is not going to be in charge all the time. Matter of fact, he on his way out now. So all of y'all put y'all faith in cheese and rice and Trump, y'all setting yourself up for disappointment. And everybody on the planet is tired of Esau ruling stupidly, I don't know if that's a word or not, and people tired of the fucked up way he do shit. So let's go ahead and grab the video. I'll let my man tell you, then we'll bring out some scriptures. The name of this video is Everything Trump Touches Turns to Garbage.
We've all heard of the fable of King Midas, right? The old king who was given the power because of his greed to turn whatever he touched into gold. Now, ultimately, of course, that came back to prove to be his demise, but the Midas touch, the lesson of that lived on, right? Everything this guy touches turns to gold. And we started using it metaphorically for generations now, like somebody who just everything they do turns out right. I think with the current president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, we're dealing with somebody who actually has the reverse Midas touch. Instead of somebody who everything they meddle with, touch, get involved with, turning to gold, every single thing Donald Trump seems to do turns into absolute garbage. Every program Donald Trump touches becomes pure excrement in his hands. We have already seen that happen with the economy. He inherited an economy that was pretty damn good on paper, a stock market that was doing great. And within the first couple weeks of his administration, we've already seen inflation soaring. Eggs are the highest they've ever been in the United States in the history of ever. And the stock market has gone through wild ups and downs with a lot of people losing a lot of money. But it's not just the economy that Donald Trump has tanked. I mean, look back at his business history. How's the Taj Mahal doing, bud? Oh, that's right, you drove a casino into bankruptcy, as all the other casinos around it were doing just fine. How's Trump University? Maybe you can quench your thirst with a Trump bottled water after eating a well-done Trump steak. This man has had so many bankruptcies that it would take me the rest of the day to sit here and explain them all.
That's what we tell y'all. This man has under his belt between 20 and 30 failed businesses. With that being said, how is he supposed to be successful at running a country? Because truth be told, he's doing the same thing he's always done. He's trying to run a country like one of his failed businesses. So tell me, MAGA, how is this failure, and let's not forget a 30 count felon, gonna make all your woes go away? No, he's stacking them on. We told y'all when this man first made all these empty false promises / lies, like Trump ain't making nothing go away. If anything, he's gonna speed up the destruction, and we were exactly right. So yeah, this man is running a country like one of his failed businesses, but yet you people expect him to be successful. You see what the delusion is, MAGA, Black MAGA, Latinos for Trump, Cubans for Trump. Y'all better snap out of that shit.
Because everything he touches turns to crap. And we're seeing it right now with his administration, too. The government programs that Donald Trump and, of course, his little muskrat, Elon, everything they've touched has been absolutely destroyed. And one of the best examples of that as well, in addition to the economy, is the USAID program. The USAID program is something that a vast majority of people in this country, I'm willing to bet probably more than 95% of them, didn't even know existed. And yet for decades, USAID has been going around the globe solving problems before they become problems for the United States. That's the job of that agency. Let's solve problems overseas so that they don't end up growing and becoming problems for us here at home.
Here's a thought. How about let's solve the problems in this country? You trying to solve problems in other countries, but you got homeless and hungry people here. How about let's mind our own business in America and allow these other countries to mind their business? But see, that's too much like, right, that ain't gonna happen though. Let's go to Habakkuk. That's how you know these people are unfit to rule. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, behold, his soul, which is lifted up in him, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 5, listen to this. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. Everything ain't enough for Esau. That's another telltale clue that he's unfit to rule. Look at him now, trying to take Greenland, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Australia. This fool is an idiot. You can't even take care of this country, but you trying to take on 5, 6 more? How delusional can you be? That delusional. Who enlarged his desire is hell and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. That's what he's trying to do. These idiots can't even take care of one country, but you trying to take on 4 and 5 more.
Let's stamp out diseases in Africa or Asia so that they don't travel to our shores. That is what the organization has done. Let's feed people in these poverty-stricken countries and give them the resources to be able to feed themselves in the future, which...
See, they want to feed people in other countries, but you got starving people here. You see the ass backwardness of Esau?
which the program has done. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with possibly tens of millions of refugees that, of course, are going to come to our shores and we can't take care of them.
We don't know that. We don't know if they're coming here or not. Matter of fact, they despise this place, so I highly doubt it in these times. They ain't coming here because they hate America.
So let's solve the problems overseas before they come here. But Trump has told us this program's got to go. Elon Musk says it's a criminal organization. And he said it has to die. Those are his words. A criminal organization that has to die.
You see the language these people use? None of their language is peace oriented. It's a war on this, a war on that, a war on this, a war on drugs, a war on terrorism, a war on my immigration. It's always a war. These people cannot bring peace because peace they know not. Let's get Isaiah chapter 59. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 6. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the acts of violence is in their hands. Verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths everywhere they go. Check this out, verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whoso goeth therein shall not know peace. Anybody who enters a business deal, a treaty, a covenant with the United States, they don't know peace. Why? Because the United States gonna always try to bully you after you sign that piece of paper. See, the United States, they expect you to hold up your end of the bargain while they just do whatever the fuck they want to do and they expect you to take it. Because all these countries, they're trying to get away from the United States and that dollar. Because that dollar ain't shit, you'll never pay it off. Thus constantly keeping you in debt to the United States. These other nations are tired of that shit. And the only way they can get other nations to enter an agreement with them is through blackmail, threats, bullying, coups. That's why ain't nobody dealing with the United States right now, because the truth about the U.S. is coming out. They full of shit. They're a bunch of liars. Let's get this one. Especially in government. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. That's why he's cleaning house. That's why he getting rid of these feds that's doing their job, because he don't want nobody that's going to tell on him around him. You notice after he fired all those federal workers there who are actually doing their jobs, which is illegal, he made bribery legal. So he could do whatever the fuck he want to do.
The funding of U.S. aid makes up less than 1% of the federal budget each year. And yet right now, global chaos is emerging because of the complete, basically, shutdown of U.S. aid. Workers have been laid off. The website is down, at least as of this recording, and has been for a while. None of the aid is flowing. We have heard reports, seen reports, of the food that they had that they were going to send to the poverty-stricken areas is rotting in shipping containers. Because
once again, they're doing all this to feed other countries, but you got hungry, homeless people here. What sense does that make? That's why Esau's unfit to rule.
Because we're not even going to send what we had already packed up for them. Why? Because everything Donald Trump touches turns to garbage.
Let's get it. That's prophecy. We told y'all this man was created to fail. And now we are in these times where he will fail. Isaiah chapter 19. Verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. That's why everything he does comes to naught. It fails because the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in this country. This is Egypt spiritually, yes. Egypt means bondage. So yeah, the Lord have caused Egypt to err in every work. This is going to bring forth their demise and their captivity and their extermination.
And when it was his own businesses, his own personal life, it didn't matter. Whether it was his marriages, his little kids, Trump Jr. and Eric, who don't seem to be all together there. All turned to garbage, but it was his problem. His businesses failing repeatedly after time after time after time after.
Between 20 and 30, failed.
time, that was his problem. But now, his reverse Midas touch of turning everything to crap has become not just a US problem, but a global problem. Economically, humanitarian wise, all of it. Trump's complete, I can't even call it complete, Trump's talent for taking successful things and utterly destroying them is now a global threat that we will have to deal with years after he is gone.
No, you won't, homie. Because you ain't got years after he gone. This place does not have 4 more years. Let's get some scriptures. You ain't got that long to wait. The Trump gonna bring the whole house down. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, because the faces of the judges thereof are not where and who is he. And it's time for the wicked to be destroyed. And that's what the Lord is put the spirit on Donald Trump to start the third world's war, the third war, which is prophesied, Armageddon, Armageddon. And that's exactly what he gonna do. You think him just talking any kind of way to these other nations gonna bring peace? No. Matter of fact, as we speak, Canada is getting ready for war with America. France is sending troops to Greenland. So when America pull up with that bullshit, they ready. I mean, just amazing. Let's go to the Book of Sirach. The Book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 18. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Exactly. The Book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Exactly. Proverbs, chapter 14. Verse 16. The wise man feareth and departed from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. That's DT right there. Let's keep going. Go Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. That's why they're going to fail. Esau was not given empathy. You need empathy to rule a nation, to rule, period. You can't treat if you're a hammer, you can't treat every problem like a nail. That's what Esau does. And that's why the Lord's about to break him. Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thine excellency. And thine enemy shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. We calling them out. We telling y'all not to trust this man ahead of time before y'all trust him. Treading on their high places. All this stuff they doing, claiming it's for the well-being of the people. No, they doing this for the billionaires. They been said F the people. And if y'all ain't figured that out by now, woe unto you. Woe mean destruction, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because you're going to fall for all Esau bullshit, and then you're going to get taken. You're going to wake up with a damn chip in your hand in a FEMA camp. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11, a fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. And once again, verse 12, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. Yeah, this man coming out, he just spitballing, seeing what stick to the walls, see what kind of reaction he gets. You can't just walk, you just can't come on a microphone and say you finna take somebody's country. Are you insane? The answer is yes. Esau is insane because he believes in his own delusion. He doesn't deal with truth or reality. That makes him insane. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 8. Verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And he is the proudest Edomite in the box, Donald Trump. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, wherefore cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, always arguing, always cause a division. He ain't never bringing people together. His talent is division, lying on people. Verse 5, perverse disputings of corrupt men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth. We told you, Esau don't deal with truth or reality. Supposing that gain is godliness. That's why he want all these other countries under his belt. From such withdraw thyself. Exactly. That's why these other nations pulling away from the United States. Because what is the United States doing right now? They're talking about invading their allies. They're turning allies into enemies. That's why a lot of allies are running to the BRICS. They're like, Putin, hey, man, we need your help, man. We can't fuck with them no more, man. They on that bullshit. Putin like, come on in. Who wants to deal with insane men, insane people? Second Timothy, chapter 6. Oh, Salakia, that is First Timothy chapter 6, but we already got that one. Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Hell yeah, their wisdom vanished if they think Donald Trump gonna say today. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbor, and he is not. Because he the one doing the spoiling, I mean the rob. Verse 16. 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Yeah, he despised globally. Verse 16, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Verse 17, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Don't nobody want nothing to do with America. Go to Ecclesiastes. Chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Yeah, he is a big man child, the biggest man child I ever seen. Quick to throw a temper tantrum, always lying. Those are traits of children. Somebody he want to make Canada a 51st state when it's made up of what, 10, 11 provinces? He don't even know geography. He calling Trudeau a governor. He's not a governor. A governor runs a state. He is a prime minister, equivalent to a president of the United States. He is the prime minister of Canada, not a governor. Trump don't know shit, but he wants to take them people on. Them people don't want you over them. We don't want you over us. Shit. A box of rocks smarter than Trump. I vote for a box of rocks before I vote for Trump. And we don't vote. Because none of these heathen nations, especially our enemy, does not have us in his best interest. They want to destroy us, keep us low and oppressed. And voting ain't real no way. These presidents are selected, not elected. So you taking your whole lunch break going out there and standing in line and vote for no reason. Go to Proverbs chapter 6. Verse 12, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. What does froward mean? You difficult to get along with. Verse 13, he winketh with his eye and speaketh with his feet and teaches with his fingers. All this shit. Yeah. Let's keep going. Verse 14, frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually, always lying on people. And he soweth discord, division. This group against that group. Everybody's after him. He is a perpetual victim. This dude actually said that Canada needs to come under our protection because you got Russian ships and Canadian and Slovakia and Chinese ships out there. Russia and China ain't trying to start no war with Canada. Donald Trump is the biggest threat against Canada. Canada needs protection from Donald Trump. But that's what they always do. They always lying. We gonna protect you. You need our help. We don't need shit from you, bro. We ain't ask you for shit. Go on back across the border with that shit, because we ain't having it. Verse 15. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, a hands that shed innocent blood. Trump is guilty of all 3. For those who didn't watch season 1, he has blood on his hands. He ordered the assassination of General Soleimani of Iran, which is why Iran want to take his ass out. Oh, and he bombed Syria 3 times. Yes, he has blood on his hands. Verse 18, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, sweet feet that be swift in running to mischief. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. This man is guilty of all that plus some. But yet y'all think he gonna bring peace. No. This man is designed to sow discord, division, start shit, instigate. That's him. Open your eyes, MAGA. We can get him a couple more and close. go to Psalms. (64:8). So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. That's why ain't nobody checking for the United States. They checking for the bricks. United States full of shit. We need some honest men to deal with. The bricks say, come on in. James 1:8. The double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's the United States. You can't trust shit they say because they're going to renege on your ass first opportunity. Let their history speak for them. Oh, let me see what it is. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. Verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. He said he was not created to rule always forever. No, the Lord just created this wicked man to punish us, destroy his own kingdom, and rebuild ours for free. And then you're done. Your services are no longer needed. Off in the fire you go. It's not going to be thousands of years from now. You're going to be in space, in colonies. No, you're not going to be here because you have 1,000 years of captivity to serve, rebuilding our kingdom, serving us. After that, off to the fires you go, extermination. Let's get it. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, took advantage of the Israelites, all you nations, not just Esau. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been, because there's never been a time when 17 nations have been in captivity under Israelites ever. It's about to be, though. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So that's your destiny in a nutshell. Punish us. You can check that off the list. Now you got to destroy your own kingdom through World War III. That's where Donald Trump comes in at. After that, y'all gonna be rounded up into captivity, all you nations, not just Esau, 4,000 years. And after that, all the other heathen nations get to go back to their lands. But Esau and Amalek, them small hats, off in the fire you go, baby. And ain't nobody gonna miss you, not even your woman. Call all Yimlala Haya now with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalaki by Shem Harawat Wakakwarash Baraka Thumb, the water Bible Bawa Kwam Yasharala, Shalom. First, I want to get that scripture before we go. Book of Job, chapter 27, verse 15. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep. She gonna be happy you gone, because she tired of your shit too. Shalom.